Welcome, Carter.
How's it going? Thank you.
Good, good. So ATO with the Wranglers. Can you start off by just telling us about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Carter Wilkie, obviously, born and raised in Calgary, Alberta. It's my home for basically my entire life now. And yeah, went played junior hockey out in British Columbia, and then played 3 years at RIT in the NCAA. And then last year I transferred and played at the University of North Dakota for a season.
Growing up in Calgary, what's one of your favorite things about the city?
There's just always something to do in Calgary, and the people there are obviously great. Like lots of lifelong family and friends are still there, so it's kind of cool to always go back after a year at school, and even for the holidays, it's nice. But I think my favorite thing would be probably how close we are to the mountains, and still have that city aspect to it as well. So you can kind of escape if you need to, but if you want a little bit of a city life or experience like bigger city, what they all have, it's kind of cool to be in the mixture of both of it.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. It's like big city, small town vibe, which is really awesome. Not a lot of places you don't really get that. So you're coming
Exactly.
in the NC level. Can you just talk about your experience and how you feel that they have developed you as a hockey player?
Yeah, I was a late bloomer, obviously. I didn't really have much attention for pro hockey coming out of junior. Just excited I got a Division 1 scholarship, and then from my first couple of years at RIT, it grew a bit, and that was just through playing with older guys and learning from them, and then just the level of play is obviously a lot higher, and then just how to work with your body and everything like that. So the first 3 years at RIT taught me that and kind of helped me establish my game and develop a little bit more. And then the University of North Dakota, I just learned how to be a pro. Basically, they're really good. They know how to obviously filter in. There's a bunch of NHL players that came through that program in the last couple of years, so they know what it takes to get to that level and the details that are required to get you set up so you can adjust the best. And learning from them was outstanding. I can't change any of my four experiences in college for anything else in the world.
I can imagine the past few days have been a bit of a whirlwind. Can you talk to us about how you found out that you would be stepping up with the Wranglers?
Yeah, I was actually on the phone with my dad in the morning, and then I got a call from my agent, and it's like 11:30. He called me and said Calgary was were willing to have me up for an ATO, and I was like, perfect, I'll go for it. And then he said, you're good, and I was like, yep. Obviously, it's a hometown, so it'd be really cool to play for. And then Pascal called me as well, and he said they're looking to fly me out. That was Friday, I want to say, that we were flying out. He said he could get me out Friday and meet the team in San Diego that night. So yeah, it was a hectic call, and then Reese called me 5 minutes after that and said I had a flight at 5:30. So yeah, it was a little 3 hour pack and kind of say my byes to a bunch of people, and then get on a flight and meet the team in San Diego, and then played my first game last night. So that was cool.
Stepping out on the ice in your first game in a Wranglers jersey against the Gulls. Can you talk to us about that moment? How did you feel?
Yeah, it was obviously like fulfilling for sure. It was a cool experience to be a professional hockey player. Then obviously for a team and an organization with Calgary, especially being from there, it was really cool. And then getting the text from everyone and just realizing like I was going to play my first pro game, it was just exciting. Really, I didn't really have many nerves. Just kind of trusted the guys around me and knew my line mates and all the guys out there would be probably taking more of a role than I was. So it was kind of cool just to sit back. Like I said, it was a whirlwind of a couple hours. So just kind of put your head down and do what you know, and just played hockey. So it was really cool to get out there.
You centered Milmonk and Kafka in your first game. How were they as line mates?
Oh, they were great. Obviously, both of those guys were college guys. I played Milnock and at RIT, and then Kopka was really good buddies with my other line mate at RIT. So it's a cool experience to kind of play against those guys and have a little bit of familiarity with them. But yeah, they were great, fast, hard players, and just kind of the role I was looking to play as well. So we didn't really do anything. We planned not to do anything too special, obviously, and do our job. And they kind of set the tone for me, and I just kind of followed along with them. So it's perfect.
That's really cool. It is like a small world and everybody kind of knows everybody, and it's cool to kind of play with maybe some familiar faces. What can the Wranglers fans expect from you for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm just a standard 200-foot centerman who has a little bit of offensive ability as well with them, but I like to play a full 200-foot game, strong in the defensive zone, and forecheck like a like a bat out of hell basically. So I just kind of like to get after the plays and get in on everything. So yeah, just trying to be a tough physical presence out there and make teams not want to be on the ice against me.
And what are you most looking forward to about coming back and playing at the Saddle Dome?
Probably just seeing my family there and a bunch of family and friends. It'll be really cool to. I'm sure they're all planning to see if I'm in the lineup or not. It'll be kind of an ideal situation, but yeah, playing in the dome, just growing up as a kid, going to those games, watching the Flames, seeing a bunch of players go through that. It's just really cool to be a part of, included in that even now as a process. And if I get to play in the Saddle Dome before obviously the new rink, it'd be really cool and a lifelong dream for sure completed.